Kelvin, have you read how your buddy Trump turned the Pope's funeral mass at St. Peter's into his personal reality show?
Mr. Latest News, I ain't caught up yet, and he's not my buddy. Now let me guess, he tried to lead the choir in a MAGA chant? Or he complained the incense wasn't gold-plated enough? Or he demanded to have St. Peter's Square renamed Trump Plaza?
Not any of that.
Okay, then what's the tea?
Tea? Bro, it's a whole cauldron. Your guy wanted all eyes on him. He was the main event. Pope's funeral featuring Donald Trump.
You're not about to tell me he rocked a suit with Trump 2028 written on it, or one with Make Funerals Great Again stitched on the back, are you? It's a funeral. Surely even he has a baseline for decorum.
Man, your guy rolls up in a neon blue suit, not navy, not slate. Think energy drink commercial, blue. It's like he wanted to be seen even from space. Now, who wears like that and goes to attend the Pope's funeral?
Wait, what, a neon blue suit?
Yes, neon blue. The guy looked like he was auditioning for a yacht club, not mourning at the Pope's funeral. The Vatican's dress code was like black suit, black tie, and looks sad. Trump shows up like he's about to sell timeshares in Miami.
Okay, but maybe he just didn't get the memo? I mean, he's got a lot on his plate.
Didn't get the memo? Bro, the Vatican sent out a whole PDF with diagrams. Even Zelensky, who's been wearing the same army jacket since 2022, managed to pull it together. Oh, and even Boris Johnson, who hasn't seen a comb since 2019, showed up in black. But Trump, he's out here with an American flag pin so big it needed its own Secret Service detail, and looking like he's about to drop a new single called Make Funerals Great Again.
All right, fine. The suit was a choice, but he still acted presidential, right? He didn't, cause a scene.
I used to think you know Big Don. Bro, he turned St. Peter's Square into a 3-ring circus. Get this. They had to rewrite 500 years of Catholic tradition to give him a front row seat. Why? Because he threw a tantrum bigger than a toddler at a toy store. Word is, he said,
"Folks, me, I don't seat behind like a common president. So it's either I sit in the front row or I'm out of here. My back row seat, give it to former President Joe Biden, who is used to sitting in the back row."
Then a cardinal said, "Sorry, Mr. President, but our sitting arrangement here is in accordance with centuries-old Catholic traditions." Then Big Don said,
"I don't care about your century-old tradition. You need to recognize the importance of the country I'm representing, and so forget about the alphabetical order seating arrangement, and let's make this funeral great."
Front row? That's my guy. VIP status, and make no mistake, bro. People at the Vatican surely know who is the boss.
After Big Don threw a tantrum about not willing to seat in the back row, the Vatican knew they had a problem on their hands, so for the sake of orderliness, they had no choice but to stroke Big Don's big ego and finally said, "Fine, sit up front. Just don't tweet during the homily."
Okay, but he earned that seat. Yo, for crying out loud, he's the president of the mighty United States of America.
But it wasn't necessary for him to have wanted a seat in the front row by all means. Just look at the humility of my guy, President Biden. The guy sat in the 14th row during Queen Elizabeth II's funeral. He still remained president, for God's sake.
Well, from what you have told me so far, I don't see any 3-ring circus.
Really? Anyways, here's the kicker. Big Don had a backup plan. The Secret Service was stashing a gold-sequined robe in a van outside, just in case they tried to stick him in the back.
A gown? What, like a dress?
Yeah, a full-on sparkly gold-sequined Cardinals robe, exactly the same as the ones the Cardinals wore. Plan was, if they pointed him towards the third row, he was going to duck into a confessional, emerge in full ecclesiastical drag, and just insert himself among the cardinals in the center of the front row and say,
"Evening, your eminences. As President of the USA, I've been politely requested to sit with you here in the front row. And by the way, I've come with my own holy water. Enough gum for us in the front row. Stay blessed."
No, that's too wild. You're making this up.
Am I? Check the X-posts. People saw the Secret Service van parked suspiciously close to St. Peter's with a garment bag labeled the President's Emergence Kit. But it gets worse. During the Mass, while everyone's praying and reflecting, your guy's over here texting like he's bidding on eBay.
Texting? Come on, maybe he was sending condolences?
Condolences. Bro, he was live tweeting the funeral. I swear, I saw a draft on Truth Social. Pope's funeral, great turnout, but the incense is low energy, sad. He's leaning forward, thumbs flying, while Melania's shooting him death glares like, "Put the phone down, Don."
Texting's bad, but it's not like he was eating a burger during the service.
Oh, you want to talk eating? Dude, the man was chewing gum like he's at a monster truck rally, popping bubbles, smacking it louder than the organ. Cardinal Ree is up there delivering a homily, and Trump's chomping away like,
This mass needs me to be the guest speaker, and why the hell did they forget to include me on the list of speakers?
Gum? Okay, that's not great, but he was still respectful, right? Like he didn't disrupt the service.
respectful? Yo, when it came time for the sign of peace, where everyone shakes hands to show unity, Trump just freezes, arms crossed, lips pursed, looking like he's mad nobody's chanting USA, USA. Meanwhile, Zelensky's shaking hands like he's running for mayor of Vatican City.
He didn't shake hands. That's cold, even for him.
Man, he was an ice sculpture. Everyone's exchanging peace, Macron's hugging people, King Felipe's working the crowd, and Trump's just glaring like he's about to deport the whole basilica. And then, oh, this is gold. Melania leans over and hisses something at him. Lip readers on X are saying it was, "You stop embarrassing me," or maybe, "Act like a president for once."
No way she said that. Melania's too classy.
Classy. She was in full damage control mode. Picture it. Melania, in her perfect black veil and gloves, looking like a Catholic fashion icon, whispering, "This ain't Mar-a-Lago, stop acting like you're at a rally." And only then does Trump snap out of it, start shaking hands like he's late for a photo op. He grabs Macron's hand so hard the dude's probably still icing it. And after that, what does Big Don do? He stands there grinning like he just won the Handshake Olympics.
That's pretty bad. But, was he at least solemn during the rest of it?
Bro, he was dozing off. Cameras caught him with his eyes closed, head bobbing, mouth half open like he's dreaming of Big Macs. X went wild, calling him Sleepy Don. One post was like, "The whole world's watching," and the president snoring at the Pope's funeral. Melania probably had to elbow him awake before he started drooling on Zelensky's shoulder.
Dozing off? Man, that's next level, but maybe he was just meditating?
Meditating? Unless his meditation is out of this world, otherwise the guy was out cold. And get this, when he wasn't sleeping, texting, or chewing gum, he was posing for selfies. Dude is standing by the Pope's coffin, throwing up peace signs like he's at a campaign stop, posted it on Truth Social with the caption, "Paying respects, looking great, best funeral ever."
I'm starting to see why people were mad. But why is everyone so hung up on the blue suit?
Because he wanted to stand out from all the other mourners. But more importantly, it also exposed Trump's hypocrisy. Look, not too long ago, Big Don got upset because Zelensky didn't wear a suit during their altercation in the Oval Office at the White House. If he expected Zelensky to wear a suit for an altercation, how come he wore a blue suit during a solemn occasion?
This is a mess. But you gotta admit, it's kind of Trump's brand, making everything about him.
Brand? Bro, this wasn't a branding opportunity, it was a funeral. He turned St. Peter's Square into a reality show. And the kicker, when the mass ends, he doesn't stick around to pay respects or mingle with world leaders. The guy bolts out like he's late for a tea time at Bedminster. Air Force One was wheels up before the choir finished the last hymn.
Okay, you win. This is embarrassing, but you think Melania was really that
She was
mad?
probably drafting divorce papers on the flight back. Imagine her, sitting there in her perfect black outfit, watching her husband turn a sacred ceremony into a circus. By the time they landed, she probably had a PowerPoint ready. Top 10 ways you disgraced us at the Vatican.
Man, I need to see that PowerPoint. All right, Jordan, you got me. Trump fumbled this one hard.
Fumbled? He spiked the ball in the end zone and set the field on fire. Next time there's such a funeral, they're gonna need a no Trump sign on St. Peter's Basilica. But yo, do you know what Big Don said about his Vatican blue suit?
Tell me, but please don't exaggerate.
He said,
I like blue. It's a beautiful suit, one of the best suits Maybe the best suit ever worn at a pope's funeral. Everyone was talking about it. The cardinals loved it. Very respectful, very beautiful blue.
Know what? Trump might be right, and as a matter of urgency, people should start wearing blue suits at such occasions.
Really? Anyways, I would have been surprised if I didn't know that you are a die-hard Trump supporter. Now let's go grab some coffee before I tell you how your guy tried to renegotiate the Vatican border walls.
Ha 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 ha, stop it.